Hey everyone, Sebastian here. Welcome to episode 21 of Me Learning Game Development. Let's just get right into it. This is probably going to be a shorter one. It's not late this time. It's not late this time. Uh, but it is probably going to be a shorter episode because I finally got to sleep earlier last night, and I want to go to sleep early again. So let's just get right into it, baby. All right, first things first. I really like how fast Godot actually loads up compared to Unity. Like it seriously, Unity takes like minutes to load up. Godot takes like seconds to load up. So we got assets here. I did download the assets. And I think I can just drag them in here. No. Hey, can I not? Oh. Oh, I can. Nice. Alright, well, I downloaded that from Brackeys. And let's just get right into it here.
Then later, we'll go character. Player 1.0, so game. And we create all this to make our game. So let's talk about how we do that. To make anything in Godot,
a game engine like
I
Godot,
did mean to I did mean to record this earlier today, like this morning when I woke up, but it was it was too perfect for me to play this specific game. Like the vibe was too perfect. You know, it's one of those games that you should ideally play in a dark room. You know, either early in the morning or late at night. It's like one of those games to get really immersed into it. And it's actually it's right here. It's Hand of Fate 2. Really good game. I recommend it. But that's a tangent. Let's just continue
all
here.
the files we use in our game. By default, the only thing in here is the Godot icon. So let's create a folder where we can put our assets. Let's right-click, new folder, and name it assets. Let's also make one for scripts and scenes that we can use later. Now we can simply drag and drop our assets into the asset folder. So I'll select the assets folder, open up my assets here. I'm going to select all the subfolders and click and drag them into Godot. And voila!
Nice!
We can now see and use all of our assets in Godot.
Poggers. Okay. I did add one more folder here because I don't want to call... oh, also, I want to name this to 2D player. Player. Bruh. Is it not gonna do it? Do I have to rename it here, really? Yeah, basically, I did rename, or I added a nodes folder because I don't like the whole thing of scenes. Like, I don't like the whole concept of everything being a scene because it's not. Like, if you add this, then these are scenes. These aren't scenes. Like, the rest of this isn't a scene. Like, a character. Where is it? Animated sprite isn't a scene, technically. So that's why I separated these. That's why I made a new folder here. All right. Let's get it. And let's recap this.
So now
here.
we're ready to make our game character. Player 1.0.
Okay, now, what's that word then?
So let's create
Stop.
a scene where we'll put everything together. This is going to be a 2D game, so I'll select a 2D scene. And let's rename this from Node 2D to Game.
Has it been 5 minutes already? Really? Sheesh.
And even though it's empty, let's go ahead and save it. So hit Control S, just when doing animation. Sprite.
Okay, and
So
I
know
just
we're going
have
to
to
press this.
remember.
Let's click here, Sprite.
I just have to remember where the fudge. I just have to remember how to actually do this. So there, and then I do animation, sprite frames. What? Okay, nice. And what is it? Yes, this is it. This is it, baby. Alright. Easy as pie. Easy as pie. Easy. Can I not zoom in? Why is it not letting me zoom in? With my scroll wheel. Eight is fine, I guess. Never mind. And then, bro, that is so good. Oh, and then you just left click for both. Okay, that's fair. So, yep, add 4. Then I zoom in, poggers. If I do this, wait, what? Ah, I see. Wait, it does have the little clippy icon here. The what the fudge are those called? I actually forgot. I literally forgot. I literally forgot what these were called. Yeah, I forgot. Wow, that's crazy. Whatever, I'll look it up later.
Frames. The individual frames that will make up our animation. We're going to press this tiny icon here.
Oh yeah, I forgot to do this. Oops. So now we play it. And then I forgot we have to do this. Textures. Nearest. Yep, perfect. Perfect. Never been better. That's perfect.
Here that lets such as when we put in button now right next left and scroll wheel to requires really hard textures. And here on the immediately make our picture filter, let's change this from linear to nearest, which will immediately make our pixel art look crisp. Then we can select our animated sprite and let's try playing the animation. That looks great.
Add frame from file. Copy frame. Paste frame. Insert empty before selected. Huh. I'm wondering why you would want to do that, even. Place selected animation backwards. Okay.
I'm going to increase the FPS here to 10 to make it go a bit faster. I'm also going to rename the animation here to idle. I'm going to enable autoplay to make sure it plays right when we start the game. And finally,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna
Uh-huh. Easy enough. Easy enough.
take this sprite here and move it up to make it kind of stand on this line.
Uh-huh. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There you go.
And that's it for our graphics for now. We'll add more animations later. But as you can see, we're currently getting this warning here in the scene view. And if I hover over it, it's going to say that
so
this node has no
have to add
shape, so it
collision.
can't collide or interact with other objects. And this is because a character body 2D is a physics node. And whenever we're working with physics, we need to define a shape that the physics engine can work with.
Oh, yeah, I already saw this part. Yeah.
So let's add a new node. I'm going to press the plus sign here. I'm going to search for collision shape 2D, hit create. And here in the inspector, we can now define a new shape. I'm going to add a circle shape. I'm going to make this a bit smaller and drag it up.
I don't know why he wouldn't do a cube. A cube seems easier, you know? But that's fine. I'm gonna do rectangle. And I want it to be like this. Like the bottom should, you know, I'm gonna make it like, yeah, like that. Perfect.
Somewhere around there looks fine. Now you're probably thinking, well, this is pretty far from our actual graphics, but that's totally fine. Colliders rarely need to be very precise, and it's a good rule of thumb to make them a bit smaller than the graphics if you need to.
Yeah, why would he put a circle collider though? But that's, yeah.
Having colliders that are
I'll
too
find
large
out,
is simply
I
going to be
guess, on my own.
frustrating when playing. So let's now rename the top node here to player. And let's save the scene, Control S, as player, hit save. And now we can go into our game scene, as player, hit save. And now we can go into our game scene and simply drag our player in here. So I'm going to go to the
Huh. You know, I will just name this night player. No, I have to save it though. Fudge, why doesn't it save? Whatever. Like, you can name it something different than what the tab is called. Which is weird. I think that's weird.
top here and drag in the player. We also need to create a camera so that we can control what is currently being shown. So let's add a new node, hit Control A, search for camera 2D, hit create. And now if we press F, we can see that we have this huge camera viewport. This is definitely currently too large, so let's zoom in on our camera. I'm going to set the zoom here to 4x4 and simply click and drag our camera to be on top of the player. And now we can try playing our game. And there you go. We now have a player that is playing an idle animation and nothing else is happening. That's because we need to add a script that allows us to move around. So let's close our game, go into our player scene, and with our
This is where I ended up before. Like, you don't have to put stuff in here. These are basically just like your prefabs, right? What?
our player node to move and our camera and our camera 2D, hit create. Let's add and also need player in here. So I'm going to go to the top here and drag in the player. We also need to create a
Wait, what? Why can't I do it up here? What? I'm confused. I'm confused. Yeah, I forget what these are called. Like, what are these are called? What are these called? Um, what the f... Okay, sure. You know, do I care? Do I care about this? Warframe 1999. What the fudge is that? Um, what is it called? Film making tool that indicates which scene and is held when the director says action. Clapperboards. Clapperboards, bro? I have never heard that. I've never heard that name. Dumb slate, clapboard, film clapper, film slate, movie slate, or production slate. That is, I've never actually heard that. Never mind.
camera so that we can control what is currently being shown. So let's add a new node, hit Control A, search for camera 2D.
Poggers, can I not? I can't scroll this up and down. That's kind of lame.
Hit create. And now if we press F, we can see that we have this huge camera viewport. This is definitely currently too large, so let's zoom in on our camera. I'm going to set the zoom here to 4x4. And
Bruh? Oh, I see. The draggy is right here. I see. And then I'll just put that right there. Sure.
and simply click and drag our camera to be on top of the player. And now we can try playing our game. And there you go. We now have a
Wait, shouldn't it be like this as well? Now that I'm looking at it.
player that is playing an idle animation.
Wow, let's poggers, let's do it.
And click and drag our camera. There you go. We're on top of the player.
Oh, I see. If I do this, it does nothing. Never mind. Stop. Wait, okay, wait, did it do something? Yes, nothing. Okay, pretty good. Okay, and then I messed up. Great. Okay, main scene. No, no, that's not what I want. I want this one. Thank you. Okay, sure. Wait, 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 wait.
And now
Okay.
we can try playing our game. And there you go. We now have a player that is playing an idle animation and nothing else is happening. That's because we need to add a script that allows us to move around. So let's close our game, go into our player scene, and with our player node selected, let's press this add script button. Here we can choose a template. Of course, we're going to do some programming in this video, but writing player movement can quickly become a bit overwhelming. So for now, we'll use the basic movement template provided by Godot. Then later, we'll go in and modify it to play different animations and rebind input to the keys we'd like to use.
Okay. Sure, so he goes here, he... Okay... Control. What? Huh. Kind of interesting. Okay.
As for the path here, I'm going to make sure that we put this inside of our scripts folder, and let's just name it player. Let's hit create, and as you can see, this create scripts folder, and let's just name it player. Let's hit create.
Okay, what the fu- Did I mess up? Did I mess it up now? Okay. No, I'm doxing my specs, my computer specs. What?
And as you can see, this creates a script that will move around our character.
This is kind of small. Does this have to be like this? Can I zoom, please? Make the script editor floating? Okay, I guess yeah, I can actually just zoom in and out. And I guess this is the furthest thing here. Okay, whoa. Whoa, it's lagging. It's lagaroning, bro. It is lagging, yeah.
I know that this might look
It's
of our
pretty
scripts
hardcore
folder
lagging,
will
yes.
move around. Let's just name it player. Let's hit create. And as you can see, this creates a script that will move around our character. I know that this might look really confusing at first, but don't worry, we'll have a look at what all this means later. For now, let's just try playing.
Okay,
And our player immediately...
I just hit my desk, sorry. What?
falls off. This is really confusing at first, but don't worry, we'll have a look at what all this means later. For now, let's just try playing. And our player immediately falls off the screen.
What? Wait, why is that not happening for me? Okay. Whoa. Okay. What? Nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. How do I... What? Did I mess something up already?
That's because we need to give him a collider to stand on. Right now, our player has a collider, but it doesn't have anything to collide with. So in our game, I'm going to go back to the 2D view.
Wait, what happened? Whoa! That's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. Um, how do I close this? What? How the fudge should I close this? I see. I see why he does it in scenes, because it does say scene.
At the top here, this is where we can change from script view to 2D. Let's add a new node.
Okay, that's where it is. Fudge. Yep, that's it. That's where it is. So why... What? I'm confused. Did I mess something up? Control Z is doing nothing. Wait, is there even a Control Z option? Yes.
Let's hit the plus sign. Let's add a static body 2D. And this is another type of physics body. It's the one we use for things that
Alright, that was me coughing.
don't need to move. That's why it's called static. So it's perfect for creating some ground. Let's hit create. And again, this is going to give us this warning here that it needs a shape. So let's add a collision shape. So I'm going to hit Control A, search for collision shape. And for the shape here, we're going to create a new world boundary shape. The world boundary is a type of collider that is perfect for stuff like, well, world boundaries, because it's going to extend infinitely on the horizontal axis here. So as you can see, it's currently pointing up. We could also point it to the side here, and now it's going to extend infinitely on the vertical. I'm going to hit Ctrl Z to undo that. Instead, I'm going to select the entire static body here. I'm going to change to the Move tool by pressing this icon here or simply W on the keyboard. And I'm going to move it down under our character. Then I'm going to go back to our Select tool, which is here, or simply press Q. And while our collider doesn't have any graphics, it's going to be invisible, we can now play. And there we go. Our player now gently lands on the collider, and we can move around using the arrow keys and jump with the spacebar. Now, our player is currently a bit too fast, and I think his jump is a bit too high, so let's modify our script to change that. Let's
Okay. Static body. Static body. Static. Hmm. Physics body 2D. Okay. Then we add a collision shape. Let me just try something here. Okay, so double click does work. Can I not move? What? Can I not move the position? What? So confused. Yeah, I'm confused. But does it not update over here? Why doesn't it do that? What? Wait, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. What the fudge? My script isn't working. Why is my script not working? How do I deactivate this? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that does. What? Oh my breath, please. I think I just effed things up. just gonna delete. I'm just gonna delete this actually. And now I'm going to do this again here. Now it should work, please. It's not. It's not. What is going on? No, what is going on? What is happening? Wait, what's actually happening, bro?
If we press
Did I
F,
do
it
something?
counts. And
Did I do something
and
wrong?
let's
It's not working. Why is it not working? The beginning. What is that? What? What? Play the edited scene. Wait, why is it working now? Wait. That's it right there. That was it. That was it, bro. I'm confused. What happened? What actually happened, bro? Does this have to be 2D level too?
save the scene, Control S, as player, hit save. And now we can go into our game scene and simply drag our player in here. Control A, search for camera 2D, hit create. This is step 4. And simply click and drag our camera to go. We now have a player that is add a script. And with our player node selected,
Wait, it's not even moving now. Oh no, it is. Like it's animating. It is animating. What? Yeah, what is happening? What is happening? Is it because I didn't make it a ball? Really? Is that actually it? Please don't tell me that's it. Please don't tell me that's it. Please. That's not it. That was not it. What?
let's press this Add Script button. Here we can choose a template. Of course, we're going to do some programming in this video, but writing player movement can quickly become a bit overwhelming. So for now, we'll use the basic movement template provided by Godot. Then later, we'll go in and modify it to play different animations and rebind input to the keys we'd like to use. As for the path here, I'm going to make sure that we put this inside of our scripts folder, and let's just name it player. Let's hit create, and as you can see, this creates a script that will move around our character. I know that this might look really confusing at first, but don't worry, we'll have a look at what all this means later. For now, let's just try playing. And our player immediately falls off the screen.
I'm so confused. I'm very confused. Like, things should actually be happening, right? Am I wrong? What? What?
That's because we need to give him a collider to stand on. Right now, our player has a collider, but it doesn't have anything to collide with. So in our game, I'm going to go back to the 2D view at the top here. This is where we
What is happening? What? What is happening? Okay. What the fudge? Okay, this is it. This is the only. This is the only thing I'm gonna fix today.
can change from script view to 2D. Let's add a new node. So let's hit the plus sign. Let's add a static body 2D. And this is another type of physics body. It's the one we use.
Wow. Imagine being smart. Imagine not being stupid. Imagine not being stupid. Imagine not being stupid. Imagine it. Imagine. Oh, bro. Bruh. Bruh. Okay. There's nothing. There was nothing to reference. There was nothing to show me that the player was falling. Nice. Nice. This still kind of unsettles me. Oh, it's by pixels. Why doesn't it update though? I don't like that. Why doesn't it? Oh. Okay. That's why. Actually, no, I don't get it. No, I don't get it. What? I don't understand. Okay. Whatever. 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 Alright, sorry, that was my dad. I'm just going to make this 10, I guess. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. I don't like that. I don't like how you can just move this around. Yeah, I don't like that. Like, I don't know what this does. I don't know what this is doing. Like, this is just the pivot point? Is that all you're telling me? But it also, it's like the center point? Okay, whatever. 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 I want this to be 0. I want this to be... I want this to be 10. Also, why is it 10 and not -10? Like if I did -10, why would it go up? That that just doesn't make any sense to me. Yippee! Yippee! That's kind of bouncy. Why is that like bouncy? It's also like lagging, like there's input lag. All right, great. That's it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. That should have been episode 21. Hopefully I said that correctly at the beginning of the video. Thank you all for watching. I'm pretty sure I already said that. And you will all see me tomorrow.